folks, and welcome to my January reading wrap-up. Now, unlike last year, I'll have these now every month, because I have been reading more books since the year started, so yay. At least it will be, because last year I had like only 3 wrap-ups, book reading wrap-ups. But yes, let me show you all the books I read. Again, just in this January, I read way more books. So let's begin then. So the first book that I've read in January is Nancy Drew Mysteries, The Secret of the Old Clock by Carolyn Nee. Well, there it is. I really enjoyed it. I've never read a Nancy Drew book. I just watched that movie with Julia Roberts' niece. There was a Nancy Drew movie. She played Nancy. Yeah, I read this one. This was my first book of this year, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It's obviously more old-fashioned, but still very, very fun to read. And then, because this is a 2-in-1, I read the second one. And that one is The Hidden Staircase. So yeah, got 2-in-1. So this too was very enjoyable. Had a bit more danger in it, so I like that. So yeah, these have been some great reads. The first 2 books of this year. Very fun. I can see why people enjoy these. If I found somewhere more, I would definitely pick them up. Okay, and then I finished reading, finally, The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. This one took me quite a while, because I started it, and then I dropped it, and then this month I was like, I'm gonna go back and finish it. I don't have that long. I did enjoy it, but I guess it's because, you know, I'm used to more nowadays sci-fi where there's at least, there's fighting, there's conspiracies and all that. Or I should say there's alien fighting, and here it's like the 1800s still. Late 1800s, I think, and, you know, it's not, yeah, they have their guns, but that's about it. There's no, like, military and all that and phones, so it's, how would it have been handled back then? Which I did find interesting, but just it wasn't as engaging, perhaps. Because, you know, there's aliens, and I'm imagining it'll be something. And it's just from the eyes of the narrator who just goes through this, but he's just a regular man. It's not like he's in the military or something, or there's no way to warn each other very quickly. I said that in my thoughts video already. But still, I did enjoy it, and I'm glad I'm finished with it. I don't know if I'll keep it or not. Still thinking about that. Okay, and then another one that I started long ago and finally finished is this one. It's the Walt Disney Archives, the animated movies from 1921 to 1968, which is the year that Mr. Walt Disney passed away. So yeah, these are all the movies that Walt Disney worked on. It was a very interesting read, but like I already complained in the past, the way it goes is just uncomfortable to read, not to mention it's fucking heavy. But it is a hardback. Still, I did enjoy the read. I found it interesting, but I wish the format was different inside the book. I'm not gonna open it, it's too heavy. But still, it was interesting to see, you know, the processes, how it began, all of Disney's ideas, and all the money trouble they've had over the years, and all the movies that Disney loved working on, but ended up flopping in the box offices, like Fantasia, and then all of that. Yeah, it was interesting. There was also here about Lady and the Tramp. I wish there was more info about that one. I love the Lady and the Tramp. That one I'm definitely not keeping. It's going to the library. And then another one I started, like 2 years ago, I think I finally finished, is You've Reached Sam. Oh, and this is by Who edited it is Daniel Cotton. Here, it's up there. That's who edited the book. This is by Tushkan, the publisher, or Tushkan. Yeah, so I've finally finished reading You've Read Sam by Dustin Thau. It's a book I started a long time ago and finally sat down to finish. It wasn't a bad read. It's a story about Julie, this girl here, and she loses her boyfriend Sam. He forgot to pick her up. She's kind of angry at him, and he goes, leaves his friend and comes to pick her up anyway, and gets in a car accident and dies. And she's a mess after that, but then somehow she calls him. I don't remember. I think she tries calling him and he actually answers. So then they have conversations throughout the book, and Julie, trying to put her life back together. It wasn't a bad read. My thing with it, it wasn't exactly supernatural, and I would prefer that a lot more. It's kind of like sprinkled in with ghost stuff. It wasn't a bad book, but definitely not one I would reread. Because it was cute. Nothing more, really. But I do love this cover. It's very beautiful. I just love the colors. So that one. And then the last book. Oh, shit. Excuse me. And the last book I read this month, is Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. This is that one that inspired Blade Runner. They took the story idea and made it into Blade Runner. I really enjoyed this one. It was very interesting. It's one I started this year. I just found it among my books and I decided to read it. I really, really loved this one. It's very fascinating how the world was and how the society that's still on Earth works and all of that. I made a video about it. And also the covers are really cool, even though I'm not huge on this piss yellow. But still. A very interesting book. I definitely want to read more Philip K. Dick in the future. So that's it. These are all the books that I'm not going to pick them up, that I've read in January. I'm already very happy. This is, for me now, it's already a big accomplishment because I haven't read as many books last year, but this year I will change that. I'll have, again, even if I just finish 3 a month or something, still, as long as I keep reading books and have a decent wrap up, I have like what? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not bad. It's a pretty decent amount, especially for me. I'm a bit of a slow reader after all. So that's it, folks. Let me know what you've read and what books you've read in January, or if you read any of these, what did you think about them? And that is it. Remember, collect what you're passionate about, share it on YouTube. Bye!